Good morning. Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. My computer was taking a minute to warm up and get going, and I just had to take that as a signal, a little ding for me to just take a few breaths and know that it's all working out. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Kelvin Hagan, and I'm here this morning for Juan Carlos Tina on for the Agape Morning Prayer. And I titled it Silence is an Intention, Not a Destination, I think is the title I put on it. It has to do with a book I'm reading right now. I'm actually reading it in my book club, and I absolutely love it, called Silence, The Power of Quiet in a World Full of Noise. And I love it. It's given me some really great thoughts and ideas. Good morning, Teresa. San Diego's in the house. Sherlock, good morning. Portia, blessed morning. Yes, blessed morning. Portia streaming in from Oregon. Tracy's here. Good morning. Reverend Marcella, good morning. Cynthia, good morning. As folks come on in, and give it a few minutes for folks to get in here for this morning's prayer. Prayer and meditation. And then the afternoon meditations, meditation and prayer. They kind of interchangeable in a lot of ways. Hello, Barbara. Hi, Maryland. Got North Carolina. Divine day, absolutely. Yeah, Hazel spreading joy from Houston, Texas. Hello, Pippin. Della, good morning. Joining from Portugal. Love it. Getting people all the way across. It's not on. I don't have any shade here because what's left of my tree is just this big whole stump. However, on a day that it's all marine layered and a little cloudy out like this, I can sit here and still be able to see the screen and be able to read it out here in the sun. I think I'm going to have to get a nice umbrella so that I can sit where I want and be able to see the computer. Pippin's from Mesa, Arizona. Christy, here from Sacramento. Colleen from San Pedro. Deborah from somewhere. It's gone up. Deborah from San Francisco. Chloe, good morning. Yeah, nice to have everybody with me. Hello, Jennifer, Lenoris, Melanie. It is a beautiful morning here. The marine layer is still out. It's all cloudy out. But I'm going to take a minute right now, and I'm going to invite you all to do the same thing. I find this power of prayer to be so amazing that I love it when somebody that has no idea what I do with the power of prayer and whatnot find it by accident. And they end up talking to me about it. And they end up getting curious and growing. So I always like to share the Agape prayers onto my page as well, because there might be one or two more people that see it that wouldn't have seen it otherwise. So I pull out my phone. Some of y'all are on your phones and they don't have another computer handy and you got to wait till after, and that's okay too. But I like to get it shared right away directly onto my line so that anybody out there that wouldn't have necessarily seen it at the Agape site can get an opportunity to see it here. All right. Silence. The power of quiet in a world full of noise. Think about that a minute. How could we ever have complete silence? Well, sometimes people think we got to have that complete silence in order to have silence. For me, silence is being still enough to listen. And this book talks about being silent and being in the silence and listening in the silence and hearing the silence and the thundering roar of some of these silences. It's like when you're sitting in the silence and you hear a sound in the distance. In this place location on Mondays, sometimes we hear a trash truck. It's not just noise, it's something happening here now, and I can come back to it, and I don't have to fight it. Because if I'm fighting the sounds, that's the real noise that I have, is me. I'm creating the noise with my struggle, with my resistance to what's taking place. So I embrace the sounds around me. Now this book, I wasn't even going to read it for the book club necessarily, and then I read one night we read the foreword in the book club without having any plans for a book yet, so I just said, I'll just pulled this one out, a book I had that I hadn't read yet. And we read the foreword, the introduction, and I was like, this book really is speaking to me. It's really speaking to me now, and a lot of things going on around me in my life. So I decided we were going to do it for the book club. So Thursday we did it. We read the introduction again because it was the official start of the book club for this book. And the book is wonderful, you know. And I'm thinking about a little piece to read in here, so let me see here. Oh, yeah, here you go. Ha ha. I like this part, so I'm going to read a little bit of this here right now, because this part also has inspired me. It's inspired me to get some different tools and to use them in my day-to-day life everywhere I go. This is on page 4. It's in the introduction. This is the book Silence, the Power of Quiet in a World Full of Noise by Thich Nhat Hanh. God, I love the way he talks. He's just so amazing the way he communicates. For him, it's all just simple. We keep it simple. You know, me and my keep it simple stuff, right? Keep it spiritually simple. All right. Mindfulness is the practice that quiets the noise inside us. Without mindfulness, we can be pulled away by many things. Sometimes we are pulled away by regret and sorrow concerning the past. We revisit old memories and experiences only to suffer again and again the pain we've already experienced. It's easy to get caught in the prison of the past. We may also get pulled away by the future. A person who is anxious and fearful about the future is trapped just as much as one bound by the past. Anxiety, fear, uncertainty about future events prevent us from hearing the call of happiness. So the future becomes a kind of prison too. Even if we try to be in the present moment, many of us are distracted and feel empty, as if we had a vacuum inside. We may long for something, expect something, wait for something to arrive to make our lives a little bit more exciting. We anticipate something that will change the situation because we see the situation in the present moment as boring, nothing special, nothing interesting. Mindfulness is often described as a bell that reminds us to stop and silently listen. We can use an actual bell or any other cue that helps us remember not to be carried away by the noise around and inside us. When we hear the bell, we stop. We follow our in-breath and our out-breath, making space for silence. We say to ourselves, breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing in and breathing in and out mindfully, paying attention only to the breath. We can quiet all the noise within us, the chattering about the past, the future, and the longing for something more. In just 2 or 3 seconds of breathing mindfully, we can awaken to the fact that we're alive. We're breathing in. We are here. We exist. The noise within just disappears, and there's a profound spaciousness. It's very powerful and very eloquent. We can respond to the call of the beauty around us. I am here. I am free. I hear you. What does I am here mean? It means I exist. I'm really here because I'm not lost in the past, in the future, in my thinking, in the noise inside, in the noise outside. I'm here. In order to really be, you have to be free from the thinking, free from the anxieties, free from the fear, free from the longing. I am free is a strong statement because the truth is many of us are not free. We don't have the freedom that allows us to hear and see and just to be. And we're not always going to achieve that, what we perceive as that goal of inner silence. Sometimes we achieve that goal of inner silence by falling asleep in the middle of our meditation. And you know, I was talking to Reverend Michael one day and talking about how sometimes I do that. He goes, that's great because you know what? Sleep is a beautiful, perfect delta state. Sleep is a meditation. So I don't get lost in that. So when I say that, you know, silence is an intention, not a destination, it's because we're not always going to arrive in what we might think is that perfect silence. But what if out of 20 minutes of meditation, you arrived and had a few seconds of perfect silence? And the bell, I mean, I actually went and ordered a couple of the Tibetan little bells, and I'm thinking about it. But I already have bells in my life. My bells are my awareness. So when I'm on a job and you know, something comes down, swings around, hits me, and gives me a few punctures in my hand, and I'm bleeding a little bit, and first thing out of my mouth is a 4-letter word, or whatever. That's a bell. It's time for me to take a few breaths, come back to right now, settle in to where I am. So if I'm doing something and I'm getting more and more frustrated, I remember, you know, when my son was young and it was the first time we ever heard him use the F word. And it was like a bell going off, you know. But so that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to get into it, but it brought a smile to my face. So when I'm doing things and I get to a moment that I feel flustered, frustrated, it's not working, that's a bell. Ding. And that bell means it's time for me to whatever I'm doing, to take 3 conscious breaths. People, these breaths, when I stop and take them, save my life. They allow me to be present, even if it's only just for a few seconds, right here, right now, so that I can turn around and refocus on what I need to get done. People say they don't have time to meditate. You don't have time not to. When I do that, it saves my day, saves my moment. It allows me to reset the who and whose I am and what my purpose is. Yesterday I got an opportunity working with a customer because she was out there helping me build her catio. And one of these things happened. And I just took a breath, took a few breaths, refocused where I was going. She said, "Should I go get you a Band-Aid?" I said, "Sure, go. I could use one." And I just moved on. But after I took 3 breaths, the little things that took place, they weren't as important. When's the last time you heard a bell and you paid attention to it and you did it? Now, that bell doesn't have to be a ding. It could be you turned a corner and there's traffic backed up for blocks, almost at a standstill. There's police sirens up ahead, and it isn't going anywhere, and you can't back up. That's a bell. That's a bell, and that bell means it's time to take a breath. So remember, get yourself a bell. Doesn't have to be a bell. It could just be something that you know happens regularly that pulls you out of being who and whose you are. And when that happens, be aware it happens. Don't punish yourself. Don't kick yourself. Just allow that bell to shift you and take a breath. That breath will bring you into some stillness for a moment. You'll maybe get a little bit of silence in your head, just enough to know that everything is all right already. So, let's pray. I am here, and I am grateful. I am grateful for this morning, the clouds overhead, the beautiful piece of the tree left behind me. Grateful for all the greenery that surrounds around my yard. Grateful for the peach trees next to my sidewalk outside I've put out there for me and others. Grateful for the key lime tree that just keeps producing. Oh my God. Grateful for the guava tree sitting over here. Grateful for the Myers lemon tree. I'm grateful that I got a roof over my head here. I'm grateful for this beautiful lifing, existing that I get to be. I am grateful for each and every one of us here on this prayer time now, and I'm super grateful for all the folks that are tuning into it later on, because later on will be the now when they're listening to it. I'm grateful for all of this. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for Agape and all the lessons I get to learn from being a part of Agape, from being a part of Agape's, and I say Agape's love, but Agape means love. So I am grateful for Agape. I'm grateful for the existence of Agape. I'm grateful to Colin Michael Beckwith had years ago when he founded Agape with a group of people. I am grateful for my life affirming that the best thing I can do is to be me. I'm grateful for all of this, knowing that all of this is the divine life in that is everything. That's right. There is no thing outside of the one thing that is the everything. In fact, the no thing is the everything, the it that is it all. It's so simple. We don't need to complicate it. If it is, it is. It is God. I use God simply as a short three-letter word that says, it means everything. 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 The stars, the sun, the moon, the planets, the trees, the people. Oh, the people. This is what I am. I am what God is. I am lifing. I am the light. I am the fire. We are made out of the fire, the water, and the earth. We remove any one part of these things, and we don't exist. I am what God is. God is what I am. And all that God has available to All that God has available is available to me. This is true of me. This is true of you. This is true of we. You are. Keep this simple. Keep this simple. You are what God is. You are the fire, the water, the earth, the very things that make up this entire universe is what you are. And if this universe is the one life of God, and you are made of the same stuff, you are the one love, the one life, the one thing that is all things. How simple is that? So as I move forward knowing this and knowing that I can steer this ship by listening and being aware. So as I move forward knowing that perfect health exists in the life of God. Perfect peace exists in the life of God. Perfect intelligence exists in the life of God. Perfect patience exists in the life of God. Perfect love exists in the life of God. Perfect love exists in the life of God. So anywhere that anything is, anywhere that anyone is, God is there as them. It is there as every politician across this world. It is there as every single one of us. Make no mistake. So today, as I move forward, being conscious of the bells in my life, the bells that call me to stop and take 3 breaths. As I take those 3 breaths, and I acknowledge during those 3 breaths that I am God breathing now. I am God breathing in. I am God breathing out. In. Out. It brings me back to now. No matter how disoriented or chaotic I'm feeling, or how connected and calm I'm feeling, those 3 breaths always bring me closer to the who's and who I am. Allow those 3 breaths to bring you back to the who and whose you are. Be that love. Acknowledge it. Love yourself. I love Kelwyn. I just do. And when I stop and let Kelwyn know I love Kelwyn, that's how I do it. I stop and I take 3 breaths. That's me loving me. So as we move forward, acknowledging that we are part of the one thing that is all things, and that God is perfect in every way, everywhere, it means that we are perfect in every way, everywhere. We are not our bodies. We are so much more. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am. The song is amazing. By Ricky Beckwith. Ricky Byers and Michael Beckwith. So, as I move forward in this day, today my intention is to be in the silence and to hear the silence and to listen from the silence the best that I can. I give thanks for knowing the power that we have, the divine power. I give thanks for this divine power, this divine love that is the truth, the we that is the me. And I let it go. I let it go. I release all of this into the one love, the one life, the one thing that is all things. I release it all, and I say, and so it is. It is done. It is done. It is done unto me. Amen. Okay. Well, I'm going to go through all these comments later, any prayer requests that are in there, any affirmations of truth. Today, let things be your bell, and let that bell bring you back to yourself. Ding. I don't have a bell yet. Probably could have found one, but ding. When you hear that bell, whether that bell is a ding, car horn, a hammer hitting your thumb, no matter what that bell is, stop. Take 3 solid conscious breaths in and out, because you gotta, if you breathe in, you gotta breathe out before you can breathe in again. And see if it doesn't change your life, change your moment. Change one moment, and you change the world. Well, I'm not just recommending it, Catherine. What I'm going to mention too is our book club meets on Thursday nights at 6:30. It's something I do. I've been doing for the last few years, and 6:30 Pacific time. And we read a chapter, and we discuss it. You can even stop me mid-chapter and say, "What's that? I want to talk about that." And if you want to join us on this, come to my Facebook page, Kelwin Hagen. The link to it is just pinned right in the top post. Come on. You can also get a hold of me. Call me if you got any questions. And join us at the book club. The conversations we have are amazing. We talk about specifics in the book. And sometimes the conversation just goes randomly down some other spiritual path that's introduced to us through it. Love to see everybody come and join in the book club. Please do. Also, check in at Agape. Go to agapelive.com. And when you're at agapelive.com, you can look up the university for events that are taking place, classes that are taking place. Some phenomenal stuff there. If you live anywhere near LA, please come on into Agape. Come see me at the practitioner table or wherever you might see me. I'll give you a hug if you want one. I'll take a hug if you got one. Coming into Agape in person, not just live. I love this live Facebook. I love Zoom and the outreach it gives me. I also really love being at Agape and feeling people, smelling the people, seeing the people, touching the people, and letting them touch me. Nothing like a hug, I'll tell you that. So, I got to get ready to go. I got to be at a prac meeting at 9. So I'll see you here at noon. I'll also be doing the meditation. And I look forward to sitting with you in the stillness with intention of hearing from and listening to the silence. I love you. I love you. I love you. Life is beautiful. Peace.